Hey guys, it's Jonathan with North Beach Windsurfing here. We're going to be talking about the 2021 Starboard Foils lineup. So new for 2021, the Starboard Foils is going to feature a modular building platform. So the idea here is you're going to want to get a wing set and then a mast set to build your complete foil. So for your wing sets, you're going to be choosing between your EType and your SType wings. So SType is going to be for more your surf style, lower aspect front wing design, and then your EType is going to be your efficient high aspect wing. Then you're going to make your choice between a monolithic carbon mast and then your aluminum V7 mast. So first thing you got to pick is your wing set. So we're going to talk about the differences between the EType and SType wing sets and why you might pick one over the other. The EType wing set is going to be your efficient high aspect option. Keynotes to this thing are going to be maximum glide, speed, pumping, and flying efficiency. You're going to notice that it has very little drag. It's going to slip and accelerate through the water very quickly. Really recommend this foil for more experienced foilers who know what they're doing once they're up in the air, because this foil tends to react to every little thing that's going on underneath your feet. So it takes a little bit of a precise hand in order to control. That being said, once you know what you're doing, this foil offers incredible performance potential. So this is excellent for downwinding, upwind touring on a wing, or all around freeride performance foiling. The other thing about the ETypes is that they are still very good at carving. So the reason why that works is the leading edge profile, you're going to see these deep double concaves in the profile, and this kind of increased stability as it starts going faster. But the thing that really lets this thing bite and hold itself into a carve and really lend itself to moving around a surf break are these down tipped wingtips. These really kind of act like thruster fins when you're banking into a turn, and they kind of grip and hold. So awesome high aspect wing design for carving potential as well, so you're not losing out as far as that type of performance goes. The ETypes are going to be available in two different sizes, the 1700 and the 1300. The 1700 lifts incredibly early and gets you going in super light winds. I've had the 17 going up in around 8 knots. It's pretty impressive, and I use this wing all the way up to about 12. Right around 12 is when I switch over to the 13, and then right off the bat, what I notice is that it's going to accelerate to a lot faster speed. You're instantly gaining like 3 to 4 miles an hour right off the top, and it's much more maneuverable. So it's basically the perfect 2-wing quiver for anybody who's looking for a high performance foil system. So the SType wing set is going to be all about surf and carving maneuver performance. So you're going to notice right off the bat, this is a lower aspect design with a lot more leading edge curve to it. So this wing is going to be excellent for like a solid, stable, secure feeling that's very precise underneath your feet. So this is definitely a performance foil option. It's just going to be a little bit easier for most folks to understand how it works underneath your feet. It's going to lift in a more progressive and predictable fashion. So, but it carves amazingly well. So these things are excellent for riding in waves and any kind of carving maneuver. So personally, I love this foil system because it lets me focus on really learning new moves once I'm out there on the water. I also grab this front wing anytime I'm riding in really challenging conditions that I'm not familiar with, because this thing is so much more secure and stable than the ETypes. So I really love it for all of those reasons, and that's why I recommend it for beginners all the way to advanced riders alike looking for a performance foil that's not going to hold them back at all. So the STypes are available in 4 different sizes. Starting at 2400 is the biggest option, 2000, 1500, and 1200. So we really recommend the 2400. That is the biggest option. That's going to be the earliest lifting, so it's going to be excellent for really low winds, very small waves, and bigger guys. It will get you going basically when nothing else will. You can move down to the 2000 after that if you're a little bit of a lighter person, or if you're looking for a little bit more of a medium-sized, or basically a step down for your another big wing for SUP foiling. It really works great for that. Or if you're a lighter weight wing rider. Jumping down to the 15 is going to be an awesome option for more powered up riding, say from your 12 knots and up for wing riding, or it's going to be an excellent big front wing for learning how to surf foil in really small waves. And then from there you can go down to your 1200, which is going to give you the most amount of speed and maneuverability out of all four sizes. So that one's going to be really awesome for powered up conditions or larger waves. So next part of the equation is going to be your mast set. So you're going to have to make the choice between the aluminum V7, which is going to be your more price point mast option, and then your full carbon monolithic mast. So we'll start on the aluminum V7. The aluminum V7 is an incredibly lightweight and stiff aluminum mast. So you're going to notice right off the bat after picking up this system, and it's all Starboard foils are incredibly light, and even the aluminum mast options are noticeable as soon as you get them in your hands. So the aluminum V7 is coming in two different sizes, 72 and 82 centimeters. So we really recommend the 72 for first-time foilers, beginners. This is the size mast that most people are learning on, and this is what we use in our school to teach with. It's going to give you enough foiling height to really experience flying, and be forgiving while also not being incredibly tall, because that can be a little intimidating once you're up there that high. The 72 is awesome for SUP foiling or prone surf foiling as well. You can jump over to the 82 for a little bit added performance in flatter water. Also is a great option for more open ocean riding. The aluminum V7 is going to come with an integrated top plate adapter. This is kind of neat because you can remove this and there's a Tuttle head right underneath. So this is kind of a 2-in-1 system. So the aluminum V7 is a little bit heavier. So one of the nicer things about that actually is once you do have your board in the water, the foil actually acts like is a little bit more of a keel and tend to keep the board right side up. So it's a little bit easier to work with once you're first learning. And that's something that a lot of people misunderstand about thinking lighter is always better, and that's not actually the case in a lot of times. You do, when you're first learning, having a little bit of weight gives you a lot of forgiveness when winging or SUP foiling or surf foiling. So moving on to the monolithic carbon mast sets. So this is definitely going to be the cream of the crop for Starboard Foils for 2021. This is kind of their new piece that they've introduced that everybody's kind of really impressed with. I certainly am. So you're going to notice that this is a single piece carbon mast that has an integrated top plate. So that's where the monolithic name comes from. Key notes about this thing is it's incredibly light and incredibly stiff. So a lot of the time when you go into a carbon mast from different manufacturers, there's a little bit of a compromise because the carbon masts tend to they can be a little bit flexier than aluminum options a lot of the time. Starboard has figured out a way to keep things incredibly light but also incredibly stiff, so the foil is still very predictable even when you're all the way up at the top of the high up in the air. The monolithic is going to be coming in 4 different sizes: 72, 82, 92, and 102. So 72 and 82 are going to be excellent options for all-around surf performance, and the 82 is basically the perfect one mast size. You can do the most amount of stuff with that, from shallow water surf foiling to performance wing foiling and downwinders in the open ocean. Moving up to the bigger sizes like the 92 and the 102 here, these are going to be really performance focused foils. You're going to need you to have deeper water and know what you're doing once you're that high up in the air, but they are awesome for open ocean downwinding and give you a lot of forgiveness in the waves, as I'm starting to find out. The monolithic carbon masks come with their own specialized 3D printed washers for their the foil hardware. So these washers help spread the load of the foil against the carbon itself, so you're not indenting or depressing into the carbon. So this is a lot more secure and safe way to bolt your foil to your board. So each wing set comes with the front wing, rear wing, and tailpiece. And the tailpiece sections and rear wings are all going to be the same for the both wing sets you're going to be getting here. So Starboard's supplying these with the 36 centimeter tailpiece, and this combines with the front section of the quick lock fuselage to give you a total length of 72 centimeters. So that's going to be a really nice, stable, forgiving fuselage length, but still give you really good maneuverability. The tailpiece here is called the Razor 250. So you're going to notice this is a nice, very thin profiled, higher aspect rear wing that has a nice gradual C shape to it that allows the wing to be very efficient, pretty much have next to no drag, and still be very maneuverable. So this is why they're supplying it with both wing options, because it pretty much does everything well. So once again, guys, I'm Jonathan from North Beach Windsurfing, and this has been the 2021 Starboard Foils wing and surf lineup. If you got any other questions about how these systems work and how they might fit into your quiver, go ahead and give us a call at the shop. Leave a comment in the video below. All these are available now at North Beach Windsurfing.